Hi everyone, this is Julie here talking about the works in Where Form Remembers, Vocabularies of Interiority. So the works in this series are transtemporal, intergenerational portraits of mourning, grief, loss, motherhood, alchemy, and resilience. The works are constructed through a sculptural layering as well as sewing together of paper, tissue, fabric, paint, ink, lace, and embroidery. And that the works were lost in transit en route to the exhibition provided a new opportunity for alchemical transformation, bringing these materially dense works into form as holographic projections, thereby offering a digital apparition of a process rooted in materiality and memory. The series has become about resilience and the transtemporal body, considering our post-material lives in a culture of self-representation through digital filters and the specter of post-life AI body replicas, social media pages living on beyond our physical bodies. Since this work also pays homage to traditional Sephardic culture, the digital projections of the work also suggest an afterlife for disappearing diasporic cultures that exist primarily in digital spaces. The work in this series arise from or are a culmination of a year of experimentation in bridging several streams of material practice, started during an artist residency last year at the Gladstone Hotel in Toronto, Canada. And my background as an abstract painter comes into relationship here with my textile practice and digital media, which I undertook during my master's research in interdisciplinary art, media, and design into the textile and needlework traditions of the Sephardic diaspora. I begin each piece by allowing ink to flow in water on paper, and the use of ink blots as a starting point suggests the role of chance and randomness in our lives and the forces that are beyond our control that can derail or redirect us in unexpected directions. Ink blots are also deeply connected to fractal geometry, which are used in Rorschach psychological tests. So after I consider the inherent form of each ink fractal, I then respond with embroidery, hand-stitch loops, lace trim, repurposed fabrics, birch bark, plastics, scrap metal, foil, and really any other household materials I find to create a narrative based on the material elements found within the household space. I'm creating a narrative based on sort of a portraiture of motherhood and how we carve out spaces for creation within domestic constraints of housework and childcare. Working with lace and embroidery were practices I came to when I became a mother as a way of connecting with the needlework traditions in my matrilineal line, which contained its own mystical embroidery rituals and a worldview rooted in repair work. I inherited a series of embroidered silk shawl, lace tablecloths, and other items made by my grandmother and great-grandmother. This series is therefore working in a sense as an intergenerational portrait in which I'm incorporating skills that have been passed down through the generations. The use of lace in my work also references the use of lace in veils, which are symbols of mourning, which decoratively and discreetly are used to conceal grief and other displays of emotion. Lace is also used in wedding dresses and veils, and the veils in these maps suggest the presence that there's a depth of emotion perhaps not initially visible on the surface. They reference the complexity of inner life, that a range of emotions and life events like celebration and mourning can be experienced simultaneously, as we are discovering through the mounting of this exhibition. The depiction of lace also played an important role in the royal portraiture conventions of the 17th century, And this is a style of portraiture that I've always been fascinated by. The use of an abundance of lace trim in my own work, in my own inner self-portraiture, I'm referencing this convention, in a sense, elevating the status of the inner world that values representation of the external. And this mirrors the convention of using excessive lace collars to directly represent the wealth and status of the portrait sitter. The series in my work documents nonlinear and circular time. It was made amidst research into parallel universes and quantum physics, looking at medieval manuscripts, ancient maps, and calendars, and different ways that have been used historically to document time. I've also made amidst the daily domestic routines of childcare. These works are a form of quantum time travel, an assertion of self through mark making, as well as a conversation, a democratization, a mending of a rupture, and a repair between traditional fine art materials, women's needlework traditions, and digital media as a form of life after death.